This scam has so many layers. It's like a rotting onion. The more you peel it, the more you can smell the foulness of this. In case you are new to this conspiracy shit, you can type Jeffrey Epstein and will come out on a Netflix show called Jeffrey Epstein Filthy Rich. So what does Jeffrey Epstein got to do with FTX?
SBF was caught and his mom and dad has a political connection. The legal team that they use is the same as Jeffrey Epstein partner in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell.
2019, Epstein was actually captured. Okay, it's 2 months after he's being hanged. FTX was established. FTX and Alameda was a perfect fit for this money laundering operation. FTX actually staked all their money under this US bank called Farmington after the sale of Farmington Bank, or aka the Moon Bank,
which is the sister company of FTX. 17 accounts from the FTX customer funds was spread out, but 17 accounts was accountable to the Deltec banks. Deltec Bank was bought from one of the Bahamas banks.
Rabbit hole of Epstein to SBF to USDT to CBDC in all one umbrella. In this video, I'm going to summarize to you all the things that you need to know between Jeffrey Epstein and the revelation with FTX. What does it got to do with the big, rich and famous people, and how you can foresee this and put yourself in this market. So, as written and being vocalized by these independent journalists under this website called Unlimited Web, and this journalist called Whitney Webb, she actually sold this best-selling book called The One Nation Under Blackmail, the sordid union between intelligence and the crime that gave a rise of Jeffrey Epstein. You can check out the link below and click on it and go and read about it, which is very mind-blowing and interesting.
So let's make it simple. So SBF was caught, okay, when the FTX collapse happened in November 2022, and then his mom and dad has political connections tied to Jeffrey Epstein because the legal team that they use is the same as Jeffrey Epstein partner in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell. And then Jeffrey Epstein, as we know, died 2 months before FTX was established. I don't know whether that's true or not. He may be alive for all you know now. And then FTX was acquired by this guy at FBH Corporation. Okay, before we go there, you just need to know that FTX have the relation to this bank called Farmington Bank, which is also known as the Moonstone Bank. The owner of Farmington Bank used to be Archie Chan, and Archie Chan actually passed this Farmington Bank to Glorius Sun Enterprise, and this Glorius Sun is being bought by FBH Corporation recently, and recently FBH Corporation raises 11.5 million in the private equity funding from Alameda Research Ventures, which is the sister company of FTX. So now we know that FBH Corporation is the one that leads by Chalopin, bought the Farmington Bank. And also, he is connected to the Deltec Bank, which is the one that USDT is taking all the funds there. 17 accounts from the FTX customer funds was spread out, but 17 accounts was accountable to the Deltec Banks, which was owned by FBH Corporation, which is Chalopin. But also, there's also rumors claim that Deltec Bank was bought from one of the Bahamas bank, and you know for a fact that all these, the family members, the family of SBF bought like some real estate piece of like mansion in Bahamas. So you see the connection here, Bahamas, and then we have Deltec Bank, we have Chalopin, and then acquiring of different banks from different people, and then blah blah blah, political, and the game here is to corrupt. Okay, this is on smaller scale. Now, once you look at the bigger scale here, now Chalopin from the FBH Corporation and the Deltec Bank, all these people raised this stablecoin project in the US, which we all know the stablecoin that they meant is CBDC. And now, see, the main intention of CBDC here is disrupt the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem for centralization.
Mimi, why don't you like XRP? I don't like XRP because 1, it is centralized. 2, XRP got to do with the banking system.
Ripple is connected, and the technology behind Ripple, XRP, is correlated to CBDC. So what I can conclude here is that SBF is an ambitious kid who wants to build the everything and anything app, And I think he's the puppet. He's not the main mastermind, because as you can see from the CSI puzzle here, a lot of other movement of money is orchestrated by the other big guys, and he's just one part of the equation.
The propaganda is to control our thoughts. CBDC is to control our finance. 15-minute smart city is to control our movement. The mRNA is to control our biology. Now accept all these and we are good as dead anyway. Thank you so much for listening. This whole story about, I would say, the rabbit hole of Epstein to SBF to USDT to CBDC in all one umbrella. Bye. See you in the next video.